Now we are done with the discussion of our initial topic, which is the I can see that on video 1 and part 1 and 2, nature of business and accounting and the role of the accounting in the business, and also the classification of accounting users. Now we are going to have a checkpoint. Let's see if what we understood with our previous lessons, 2 videos. So these are the questions to review. Okay, una is, what is the primary objective most of the businesses according to the document? Okay, una is to produce a wide variety of goods, to provide timely, detailed, confidential, to earn profit, and or to establish the system compliant with the financial reporting standards. So for the business, the goal is to earn profit. Okay, there's no question about that. That's the most of the businesses goal. Second, number 2 is, which of the following is the correct formula for the calculating the profit? Basically, we have revenue minus expenses. Okay, so that's it. So letter B is the answer. Number 3 is, a business that purchases finished products from other companies and resells. Again, purchase finished products and from the other company, finished products, and resells them to the customers like SM Store, Sari, what we call that one? We call that one as merchandising businesses. Number 4, which term is used to describe the type of accounting that focuses on the needs of the parties outside the day-to-day operations like BIR? Anong klase sila na user? Parties, ano sila? Sila ay tinatawag na is that SEC investors? What type of accounting? What they need is the financial accounting. Basta ang nag-need ay external users, ang kailang kinakailangan ay yung financial accounting. Pero pag internal user sila, ang kailang kinakailangan ay managerial accounting. Okay, let's move forward to number 5. Which of the following best describes the role of the accounting? What do you think is referred to in the text? Okay, what's the role of the accounting? Okay. Una, this is the language that identifies records, communicates the economic events, which is this one. Okay, the 5 steps are only the process of the accounting information. It's not the role. The system is that guarantees the profit for the business owner. No, that's not the role. Is strict compliance with the GAAP. No, that's not the role of the having the accounting. It is the language that identifies the records and communicates economic events of the decision making. So that's the role. Kasi it is intended primarily for decision making. So it has to be the language, and there must be records and communication of the economic events. Okay, so we're done with our checkpoint for video 1 and video 2 about the accounting concepts, the nature of business, and what's the last one? The classification of the users. Now let's move to generally accepted accounting principles, which is we call this one in short as the GAAP. Okay. Now, the need for the GAAP, it is because the financial statements are to be issued for the external users. So which are the investors, banks, and other stakeholders. These users are actually, they need comparison among the potential corporations that they can invest their money. Example, for the investors, they have the money to buy stocks either from Jollibee Food Corporation or from the Max Group. Now, with that, they need to compare the two in order to make to make decisions. The financial statements issued by Jollibee Corporation and issued by the Max Group Corporation, must be comparable. Ang ibig sabihin yon na kailangan malaman ng investor kung sino-sino sa dalawang ito ang medyo lamang kung saan sila mag-invest. Para magkaroon sila ng desisyon, kailangan nila i-compare. So, yung financial statements, kailangan comparable. Kasi, kung si Jollibee Food Corporation ay gumagamit ng ibang accounting standard kaysa kay Max Group Corporation, ang mangyayari, kung gagamit ng financial statements si investor kay Jollibee at saka kay Max, hindi niya malalaman kung sino yung better na performer. Okay, let's say for the past 5 years or past 10 years, kung hindi sila comparable. Ganon yung objective why we have this GAAP. Kasi sa GAAP, ito yung foundation, ito yung nag-shape ng accounting standards para ma-promote yung tinatawag natin na comparability. Isa ito sa ingredients ng financial statements na sa pagpa-process ng financial statements or sa preparation na dapat present ito para magiging relevant yung relevant at saka enhancer kasi ang tawag dito, enhancer. Para maging relevant to decision makers yung financial statements mo. We cannot discuss here the ingredients of that kasi medyo mahaba yun pagdating doon sa ingredients of the financial statements. But again, we can just get the point of that na having this GAAP, yung generally accepted accounting principles, ay isa ito sa pagpopromote na makapaggawa ng decision making po yung investor. Hindi lang po investor, kundi mga bangko at saka yung mga other na mga stakeholders. Other stakeholders, yung sinasabi natin, example, kung ikaw ay supplier ni Jollibee Food Corporation or ni Max, titingin ka doon sa kanilang financial statements kung sino sa kanila ang makapagbayad na kanilang utang. Halimbawa, supplier ka ng manok ng Jollibee, ganun din kay Max. So, titingnan mo yung financial statements kung sino sa kanila ang may better na performance. Kung papautangin ba siya ng ganito kalaki or siya mas maliit kay Jollibee, mas maliit ba si Max yung pagpapautang sa kanya. Okay, ganun yung gamit po ng financial statements pagdating sa decision making. Okay. Now, let's jump to standard setting bodies. Ito po yun sila ang gumagawa ng ating accounting standards. Umpisa tayo kay FRS Council. Okay? Now, I would like you to inform na ang ating accounting standards ay aligned po sa ating International Financial Reporting Standard. Ito po yun ay galing sa Europe. Okay? Naka-align po yan. Kung mayroong mga issuances yung bagong council ng, ang tawag nila dyan is IFRIC ata yun, nakalimutan ko, ng standard setting body ng Europe, ang mangyari dyan ay i-adapt yan ng Pilipinas through this council, i-align nila. So, of course, they need to review kung ano yung applicable dito or kung yung hindi applicable, then they will adapt. Pero so far, they're adopting 100% of that and they're just converting it to or localize the standards para magiging fit yan dito sa Pilipinas. So, yun yung ginagawa ng ating FRSC. Ito namang Board of Accountancy, sila naman yung nagre-regulate ng ating profession sa mga CPAs para yung mga CPAs ay mag-a-adhere or magko-comply doon sa mga standards na ginagawa ng ating council, ng FRSC. Okay? So, sila yung gumagawa, yung BOA. Kaya lahat ng mga nagpapa-issue ng accreditation para makapag-practice sila, makapag-perma sila doon sa financial statements na sinasubmit doon sa SEC, ay dadaan sila sa BOA. Lahat yun sila bago makapag-proceed ng pag-process. Yun yung standard setting bodies. Ikalawa, we have the regulatory authority. Ang SEC, Security of Exchange Commission sa Pilipinas, sila yung nagre-regulate ng financial statements disclosures, accounting and financial disclosures ng mga corporation. Again, corporation only. Hindi yung sa mga sole proprietor kasi wala naman yun silang stocks. Okay, so yun yung ginagawa nila. Now, ang sa kanila lang ay kailangan in accordance ka doon sa PFRS. Kung ano yung nandun ng mga disclosures, you need to be compliant with that. It issues a memorandum circulars. Mayroon din sila mga circulars, specific guidelines na you need to follow for the financial reporting for listed companies. Okay? And then again, yon ang trabaho ng SEC. Ito namang international alignment, sabi ko nga kanina, yung ating IFRS, yung ating PFRS is aligned po yon ng IFRS. Hindi po tayo naka-align sa United States. Mayroon din silang unique na GAAP. Ang tawag doon, US GAAP. Tayo ay naka-align doon sa International Accounting Standards or International Financial Reporting Standards. They have this what they call ASB or AS Board, which is issues doon sa IFRS. Mayroon din silang council actually. Now, the Philippines has harmonized this PFRS to IFRS simula ng pag-upo ni Gloria Macapagal Arroyo para magiging compliant or maging aligned tayo doon sa Europe. Now, ang implication dito ay tayo ay globally recognized and comparable with the standards doon sa Europe. So, we are, of course, we are longing na ganun yung mangyayari sana, but of course they are those corporations in Europe are more competitive than in the Philippines na mga corporations. So though we are aligned, but still we cannot compete with them. So ang nangyari lang is that yung financial statements natin ay pwedeng mababasahin ng mga potential European investors dito sa Pilipinas. So, hindi na sila mahirapan na ikukumpara. If they see na medyo okay yung or naglago yung ekonomiya ng Pilipinas at saka naglago yung mga corporation dito, then unti-unting papasok yung capital na galing sa kanila. Pero that should be happen. Sa ngayon, mukhang hindi pa masyadong ganyan. But anyway, the point is that we are ready na mag-accept ng investors because our financial statements ay readable naman para sa kanila kasi we are preparing our financial statements in accordance with our standards which is in line doon sa kanilang standards sa Europe. Now, I'm showing to you an illustrative image dito regarding sa ating relationship sa Pilipinas patungo sa ASB. So, ito yung masasabi natin na yun, ASB, then we have this, there is a financial reporting standard sa ating local. Ito yung local. Ito yung sa international. Okay. And yung local natin, mag-issue ng standards doon sa, siya yung mag-provide ng standards. Then yung standards ay gagamitin ng SEC para for the regulatory sa mga corporations. At ito namang gagamitin din ng Philippine CPA yung BOA para to make sure na ang mga practitioners natin are complying with the SEC regulations at ng PFRS. Kung ano yung mga standards dito. Okay? Now, for the next discussion, we are going to end this video and see our next video for the discussion of the business entity concept. And by the way, if you want a hard copy about our discussion dito, pwede kayong makapagrenta doon sa ating opisina. Located po kami doon sa Rojas Avenue, dyan po malapit lang po sa Oval. Ang first floor po ay makikita yung Agdao Cooperative. Nandyan po kami sa may second floor. You can inquire doon. Mayroon tao doon, you can inquire for a hard copy for this. So, thank you so much and bye-bye.